This here fella is Wade. He's from Arkansas, and I want to tell you his story. He told me the story of what he did that morning. He followed Hardcore Gary in from camp. They were going into Tellico to get some supplies. Well, Wade never made it. But we did find him in the river eventually, and he came back and told a story, but I didn't like his story as much as the one I figured I'd tell on my own. So there Wade was, following Hardcore Gary, and they were both doing triple digits down the river, scraping pegs and throwing sparks all over the place. Next thing you know, a native species jumped out. It's the Tennessee Sasquatchian. Jumped out in front of him. He had no choice but to lay her down in the creek. There he was in the creek. So we didn't know he was missing till Gary came back screaming and hollering that he lost his rider. And I asked him, did you fall in the creek? He said he looked, he didn't see him. So we all jumped on the bike to see if we could go back and find Wade from Arkansas. Well, of course, we didn't have any ropes when we finally found him, but some boys in four-wheel drives did, and they pulled out their ropes and pulleys and chains and all their gear that we needed to pull Wade and his motorcycle up out of the river. The Ball River, that is. It's down there about 30 feet down.
That's a hell of a drop.
And you can't imagine a more treacherous fall on a motorcycle. It's a whole lot steeper than it looks, and it's a whole lot further down than it looks. But we got him out, and this is the rest of the story.
This is crazy. That's all we need, a little bit of excitement, right? Gary was cussing up a storm. He came back together. Y'all saw him. That's funny. I was like, Gary, maybe he ran off in the ditch. I looked for him. I was like, yeah, I would. There's no way I would have looked for him. This is the last place I would have ever looked. These are men right here. I don't know if y'all noticed. These are men. Yeah, yeah. These are men that make us look like children.
That's why we're watching them.
Yeah. I'm just gonna let the men take charge.
Probably would have got some of that action if I was 20 years younger.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Now, if I was like 19, 20, yeah, give me that cable. I'm going down Australian style, motherfucker. Woo! Now it's like, oh, I could break my hip right here. Son, look at that. Look at that. Give it some gas, see if it'll come on up. Dude, look at it. I'm gonna get one now. Hell, we just bend his handlebars back and he can go home. How much beer money you got? Yeah. The bike doesn't look bad. It's banged up, but hell yeah. That's crazy, man. Now what do we do? Throw that around there, maybe yank it like that. Those shit handles. Oh, so you can just back it up. Well, I'm glad some men showed up.
Who's he getting to ride home with? That's what I want to know. I bet you ride it.
Yeah, I guarantee you're gonna ride it.
I bet you ride it home.
May have to bend the handlebars, but we got glue. We can get some glue. We get some duct tape, glue.
Now, for some brilliant reason, I decided to come over and help try to fasten the tail light
Oh.
on just as he was cranking it up and shot a crotch full of river water. Well, you know where. It went straight into my crotch. And there's Spaz getting the footage from another angle.
Damn, you're lucky that didn't hydro lock on you. That's why I was asking you. Did it go in the water? I didn't see any. Okay. Y'all don't have any duct tape on you, do you? Well, I was just going to try to get you back. There he was, going about 75 miles an hour, and a girl walked out from me, so I had to lay her down. Had to lay her down.
So, Wade, what happened to your motorcycle?
Well, let me tell you what happened. I was doing about 75 around these hairpin turns.
In a 25-mile-an-hour
25-mile-an-hour zone.
What in the hell?
I was just riding hard, boy. You know how I
Dragging your knee.
dragging my knee, sparks flying off
Right.
the kickstand,
Like usual.
and then a naked girl run out in front of me. So I had to lay her down right there on the road.
So you laid her down?
I laid her down.
Did you lay her down?
He laid her down.
He laid her down. Did you lay her down?
Laid her down.
And then where did she go?
I think it was a figment of my imagination, because I didn't see her before.
He had to lay her down today. He had nowhere else to go. The front slid out, she slid away. He had to lay her down today.
You know, Wade went down in the creek to pull her out. And we all wondered if she would run. And she started running just fine. And we all laughed and chuckled this time.
He had to lay her down today. He had nowhere else to go. The front slid out, she slid away. He had to lay her down today.